Whether you are looking to build a new career or kickstart that new idea that you've got,
Microsoft Reactor connects you with the developers and startups that share your goals.
Learn new skills, meet new peers, and discover the latest in technology.
Events are running around the clock, so join us anytime, anywhere.
Reactors are communities to connect. We want you to meet real developers and entrepreneurs just like you. Here you can get skilled up and learn from our product experts in the Microsoft Cloud and in open source. So watch us on demand and share your own perspective as we live stream in communities all around the world.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today. My name is Rashmita, and I am the event planner for Microsoft Reactor India. This session will run over the next 60 minutes, including Q&A. But before we begin today's session, please take a moment to read our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together, so please be respectful of other people's views, understanding of differences, being kind and considerate in the way you engage. The chat section will be open throughout, and we do encourage you all to participate. So please feel free to drop all your questions in the chat section. I would now like to welcome Bhargavi, our speaker for today's session. She holds an MTech degree from BITS Pilani and is a Microsoft MVP with more than 6 certifications from Microsoft. But for now, I will hand over to Bhargavi to begin the session. Let me bring her into the stream. There you go. Over to you, Bhargavi.
Thanks, Rashmita, for introducing me, and thanks all for joining today's session. And in this session, we would be seeing about how do we create autonomous AI agent with the help of Copilot Studio. So since Rashmita gave a brief introduction of myself, this is my LinkedIn ID. Please feel free to get in touch with me, and I would be happy to help you out if there are any queries post this session as well, and I would be happy to help you out. So with that, the agenda for today's session would be like we would be seeing about the introduction of Copilot Studio, wherein how does the autonomous agent works, and then how do we access to the Copilot Studio and its subscription limits, and then what are the different generative AI models which are available inside that, and then we would also be seeing a demo on a brief of how do we develop the autonomous agent with the help of the Copilot Studio. So agent is a word which has been getting so familiar with everybody right now. So what does this AI agent mean? AI agent are something like which would be helping you out to build smart software services which are being which has to be around you right now. Like it can be it can leverage the generative AI models which are there, and it would be helping you out to build the contextual data design which are there, and then it also helps you out in automating the task that what you do on a regular basis based on the input what you receive from the user, and from there you can have the environment being set up, and it can act by itself. Like say in example, uh, you have a online shopping agent which would be helping you out uh, to proceed to the cart based on the items that what you have selected. So AI agent would be suggesting you up with next set of orders that what you want to order on, and it would be helping you out with selecting the items which were chosen earlier by the similar kind of candidates that what they had tried to order on. So all those kind of generative AI capabilities that what are being added to the regular work, say in case of like say in case of chatbot or your automation or your work that needs to be done, all those kind of things can be done with the help of the AI agent. Now coming coming to the specification of what does this autonomous AI agent mean. AI agent are regularly you will be going and training the phrases of what it has to do next, and then what you have to if it's the prompt, then what it has to answer on, and if it's kind of been given like this, then what would be the next step that what it has to proceed on. So these kind of informations that what you would be training to a AI agent. But when it comes for autonomous AI agent, what it does is like it would be doing all the actions that what it has to proceed on without you being giving too many trainings for it. It would be giving a result for you with the with within itself, and it would be giving the result based on that format. So that's where the autonomous AI agent will be standing front of the AI agent. And one autonomous AI agent where you can build without no code is something that with the Copilot Studio stands in. So the Copilot Studio is a powerful platform which allows you to customize and build your own Copilot models, where you can build your own agent over there, or you can build in the models which can exist along with the other M365 applications which are there. You can integrate the same with Power Apps, or you can also integrate the same with Dataverse, and then Power Automate, or you can integrate this with any kind of Microsoft 365 products which are available, as well as with the outside ones which needs to be added on. And it also empowers you to tailor the Copilot to some kind of specific needs that what you want to do on. And Copilot Studio will be prompting you to have the custom Copilot and GPT models being added to it. And along with that, the major point the Copilot Studio stands front is like it is a low code, no code approach, where everything that what you do inside the Copilot Studio is like the drag and drop approach, where you don't have to code much, and you don't have to put all your efforts in, and you have to build in your own model from there, or you don't have to sit for hours and solve the problem that what you had got. All these kind of situation can be avoided over there, and Copilot Studio will be helping you up with supporting these kind of things. And to be very comprehensive, Copilot Studio is one of the platform which allows you to build the agent for yourself, which can be of autonomous, or which can be deployed into something, or dit- which can also handle the custom copilots and GPT models inside it. And I don't have much thing or theory part to discuss over the Copilot Studio, because this session is mostly planned of about the demo part, wherein I would be covering you about the Copilot Studio, and then we would also be seeing the how do we create the autonomous agent uh, at a wider part. So before we get inside the Copilot Studio, this is the overall architecture that the Copilot Studio has, wherein when you log in inside the Copilot Studio, to log in inside the Copilot Studio, you would need a license part, where the license can be obtained for free for uh, about 30 days or 60 days, and then you can, once you log in inside that, for a free trial version, you I mean until you are doing a test or you want to learn something, then the free trial version would be fitting you. But when you want to deploy something, or when you want to share something outside of Copilot Studio, then you have to have the licensing part, which we would be covering at the last of the Copilot Studio session that what we have for today. And what you have to do is like, once you had logged in inside the Copilot Studio, you will be either be given a prompt where you would you would be giving a prompt to build your own solution from there, or you can also build a flow that what you want to do on, or if you can also connect a plugin or topic plugin that what you want to add on. So once you are done with that part, what you would be doing is like you will be having the copilot plugins that whatever which are there. And once you are done with the, say in case like you are giving in a prompt, and that prompt has to interact with the triggers or the topic that what it has to do. Like say in case you are connecting, you are writing in a prompt which would be saying like it has to the the agent has to connect with the user, and it has to retrieve back from the user regarding the details of what are the things which are available, and that has to be entered inside a Microsoft form, for which what you would be doing, you would be entering the prompt over here, and then what happens is like it would be going back to the Power Automate plugin, where it gets connected to the Power Automate, and from there the Power Automate steps of connecting it to the Microsoft form, and it would be retrieving back the details that are needed for it, and from there it would be giving you back with the results based on that format. So that's where this particular plugin acts as a main format. And once it gets connected to the Power Automate, what would be the next step that what it does? It would be retrieving back the data into the into some of the place where it has to store data, and then it also has to have some kind of like information which has to be passed in, or the data that what's been passed on should be indexed with the should be indexed as form of like metadata, and then it should be coming back to the Copilot Studio to make it understand, right? So all those kind of execution part happens as the next one here. And then as part of like a data AI layer, you can connect it to different data or AI layer which are available. Like you have like what we saw right now, you have an option of connecting it to Power Automate, or you can also have the option of connecting it to OpenAI or AI Foundry, or you can also connect it to MCS or Dynamic 365 Dataverse, or you can connect it to various tools which are available from the Copilot Studio. So for now, the Copilot Studio will have different layers which are available. One is the creation layer where you would be creating the agent, and the second one is like you would be plugging in the agent with the things that what you want. Like you can also add in the Copilot inside your agent, or you can add in some other plugin that what you wanted to add on. And once you had plugged in, it has to go and execute that particular part which had been plugged in over there. So that would be the next thing. And for the fourth time, what it would be doing is like it would be having the runtime execution layer, where it would be getting the details and storing it to storing it to your details, or the layer that what it has. And then as part of the next step, it would be connecting back to the AI layer which it has. So this is the overall architecture on how does it work. So if at all you don't understand anything about anything or something about Copilot Studio, I would suggest you to give a pause for this moment, and maybe we would be seeing the demo part just in a while, where as part of the demo, where I would be covering about everything from the scratch of Copilot Studio until the autonomous agent part. So you would get to know from there. So assuming that we would be having a good we would be having the part from now. So, to log in inside the Copilot Studio, what you have to do is like you have to log in inside the copilotstudio.microsoft.com, and once you had logged in, this would be your homepage that what you see here. And once you are able to see this particular thing, then it means that your generative AI feature is being already enabled inside this particular Copilot Studio. If not, we would be covering when we go to agent wise as well. Like you can control this generative AI feature in a agent wise as well, which we would be covering in a bit while. So for now, once we had logged in, you would be going to the create, where you can create a new agent for yourself. Like what we see here, you have IT help desk, or you have store operations, or voice, or benefit, or you can have website Q&A, that what is being there. So I am now kind of like giving you an example to show you how does it work, so that we can come back and change it later. So when you click on with the IT help desk, so what it does is like it would be generating the instruction by itself. Like it would be giving an description where it empowers employees to resolve issues and effortlessly create or view support tickets, is something that what the description kind of thing that what you want to give on. And the second thing that what you have to do when you are about to create an agent is like the instruction part, wherein the instruction would be majorly about how do you want your particular bot has to react on, is something that you would be deciding as part of the instruction. Like when we see here, you can assume that the instruction are like how does your bot react to when it's in the format of information technology, and it has to look up for the service request, and it has to get the details which are based on that, and such as the hardware software services which are being there, and it would be giving you back with the tickets or cases that are there, and it would be giving you back the result based on that format. So if you have a service now account, then that would be connecting it for now, and then it would be proceeding on with the next step. Since we don't have since I don't have a ServiceNow account being connected, I am I, uh, I would recommend like something else to be created. I just wanted that particular piece of code on how does the regular template work, so that we can configure our own agent, is something that what I wanted to insist on with that particular template. So when you want to create an agent by yourself, what you would be doing is like you would be clicking on with the agent here, and once you are done with that part, you would be giving a name for it, and description and instruction like what we had did earlier. And then you would be giving some suggested prompts that what you wanted to add on, like say in case of like the online shopping agent, you would be giving a prompts which are very similar to it, and that would be handling the agent. So when you give these instruction, like these can be of these can be edited once you create an agent as well. Like you can add in your own icon over here as well. And once you are done with that part, you would be clicking on with the create. And once you click on create, what it does is like it would be go going back to the agent that what we had created on. So to add on, there are various things that what you would be regularly adding inside the agent. Now that your agent is ready, and post that, what you have to do is like, say in case you want to change now your agent name and then description, or you want to add in the general instruction that what you wanted to add on, you can come here and edit it whenever you wanted to do on, and click on save will be hitting you up uh, with the details that what you wanted to add. And one important note that what you want to do is like, you want to add in the generative AI feature that what's been enabled here. And once you have the generative AI feature being enabled, then it assumes that it would be working in an autonomous way without you giving much training for it. It would be training by itself and based on the knowledge base that what you are providing, and from there it would be retrieving and giving you back with the results for that. Or you can also enable the generative AI feature from here, wherein when you go to settings of that particular copilot, and when you click on generative AI, you would be finding in the generative AI here, and it should be enabled, like the generative should be enabled, and your content moderation should be of high. When you have these features being enabled, then it assumes that you can have the generative AI capabilities being added for you. And the second part that what's been there is like the knowledge base. So knowledge base is like what you want to add on as part of the knowledge that what you are trying to instruct that particular agent to work on becomes the knowledge base. So the knowledge base can be added in the format of like, in the format of either you can upload it upload it via the word or excel, or you can also use it in the format of public websites, or you can connect it to the dataverse, SharePoint, Sales Now, Salesforce or ServiceNow. So you can connect it to anything that what's been available. And you also have few suggestions from the knowledge base as well, wherein you have multiple options being added if you have a license version over there. And you can connect it from the different features which are available, like, say in case when you have a public website, what you would be doing is like, you would be adding in the public website here, and from there you can add in the that particular website link, and from there you can have the knowledge base being added. Say for example, you have a public website of Microsoft Q&A or Microsoft Learn being added here. It should be just one route down the line. Like, what I mean here is like, you should be having the microsoft.learn.com alone being added, or you can have the en/us can also be added over there. But when you try to add up multiple things here, then it would be trying to like route you up with the result. Like, you have to add just one route down the line of your URL. So you can add just one route down. So when you copy that and when you paste it over here, what it does is like, it would be trying to add all the resources which are related to the Microsoft Learn, and it would be trying to give you up with the result based on that format. Like, when you are trying to load in here, then what it does is like, it would be trying to search all the information which are related to the microsoftlearn.com. And once you are done with that, what you would be adding, when you click on add, it would take few minutes for it to train, and it would be building up the result based on that format. And when you go ahead and ask it something like the questions which are there inside the Microsoft Learn, or what kind of assessment that what you want to try to take on, what it does is like, even if it's not been trained, it would be trying to take up the data which are under its root, and it would be trying to add you up with the data based on all the format that what it has. Like, what I mean here is like, uh, let me go back and show you what exactly it means so that you would understand that better. So when you click on with learn.microsoft.com, what it does is like, it would be giving you up with various kind of course, and then modules or learning path, or what you wanted to learn about. All those different kind of datas are being there, right? So what this particular agent will do is like, what are the various modules which I can refer for learning Copilot Studio. So when you give this, it would be referring to that particular knowledge base, and it would be trying to give you up with the result based on that format. So it would be trying to give you up with the reference being added with the Microsoft Learn website, and from there it would be giving you up with the result based on that format. So that's where the knowledge base acts as a major role. And um, for now, I guess you might have got a idea on how do you train a agent, and how does it work at the back end, and how does it work as a whole one. So it does not stop here. It also adds in, allows you to add in like various tool that what we right now saw over the PPT part, right? Like, you can add in the service now, or you can add in the teams, or you can now add in the dataverse or Excel, or any kind of tool that what you wanted to add on. Or even if you want some kind of like new tool, then what you can do is like, you can click on with the prompt or agent flow or custom connector. Custom connectors are basically available for the licensing part, but for now, we can go ahead and, I mean, um, it's kind of like limited, I would say. So if you want to test it in the free trial version, and you can also connect it via the REST API as well, or the model MCP models which are available. So it allows you to connect with various OpenAI or the models which are available, and then you can build your own thing, or you can build your own agent flow, something of that sort. And once you are done with that, like, when we had clicked on that particular part, what it does is like, it would be creating up with the various flow that what it can have. Like, it would be giving you up with the flow that what it has. And when you click on that particular area, if at all you know about Power Virtual Agent, or if you had worked on Power Virtual Agent earlier, since Copilot Studio adapts few of its capabilities and added the generative AI feature being here, so it works in that similar way. Like, how do you design the Power Virtual Agent? It would be the similar way where you would be designing the flows and other things here. Now that I am going back to the agent that what we had created, we just saw how do we create an agent how do we create an agent, and from there, how do we get the agent, and what all things that what we can do under the agent, like adding in the knowledge base and other things. When you want to see the agent that what you had created, you can navigate inside the agent, and from there you can find in the different agent that what you have created. And we would see one such another example where we can build the autonomous AI agent that what it can act on. um, so what we have to do is like we have to create an agent, like how we have did earlier. And what this particular agent will do is like it would be helping you up with the details which are for the small online shop, and it would be helping the customers to pick the product or catalog or provides the description based on that format, and it would be giving you back with the result in a polite way or tone, and it would give in that description. So for describing it, you would be giving on how does it want to look on, and in the general instruction you would be giving a way that what you want to do on with the help of the agent. For now, what we wanted to do on is like you have to build in the model which are of like the product assistant agent, which would be serving for a small online shop. And then you would also help the customers uh, to inquire about the available products which are there. And then it would be giving you, I mean, whenever the user takes up something like uh, bulk orders, then what you would be doing is like you would be asking it to fill the form from the user, and with their fields, with their inquiry, and then email what are the necessary details that what you want to connect on with the help of the Microsoft Forms. You would be giving it in this format, like you would be adding in the next set of instruction where you receive information from the forms, where the users will fill the product information with their fields, username, and other things. So you have to ensure that the generative AI feature is being enabled over here. And it once it has been allowed, what's the next step that what you would be doing is like you can add in the knowledge base from there, or you can come to this particular thing and you can add in the knowledge base from here as well. Like for now, what I had did is like I had created a sample web file where it would be having the just a minute, where it would be having the sample data of what are the products names which are being available, and then what it is used for, and price of that particular data, and description, a simple line of description, whether it's available or not, whether the shipping is available or not, and if at all, if it's available, what quantity it is available for. So these are the details that what we had tried to store it over here. And there are a number of details which are available here, and what we try to do is like you have to close in as first, and then when you try to upload it from here, it would be allowing you to add the option of Excel, or you can also add in the Word, or you can connect your own database, or you can have different kind of like database being added to it. I am adding in two database for this particular data, wherein one is the sample that what we tried to show on, And second one is the word that what we um, word that what it would try to do is like it would be having in the knowledge base, where it would be having the description like what we had just now shown, like those two are like whether it would be having in stock or not, and whether it's an herbal tea which would be available or not, and what would be the price. So it's just a tag that what we had tried to fix in here. And once you had done with both these tasks, it would also request the flow to get started on, like what it has to do and what kind of like escalation that what it has to proceed on is something that you would be deciding. So we tried to we are now trying to upload both these files, and we are clicking in with the upload option, and your upload of the knowledge base will now happen. It's like your when you click on that particular upload, what happens is like your your knowledge base has been uploaded, but when you check on with the status of it, it should be like uploaded and it should be like ready, unless and until your particular knowledge base will not be into the action of here. When you go ahead and ask for it, it would be not working in the way that what you are expecting from the file. And what we are about to do for this particular agent is like we have added the knowledge base here, right? So as part of the next step, let it load. Meanwhile, let's go back to the tool and let's get it connected, and then let's come back here. So what it would do is like we can get the so we are connecting it with the we are getting it connected with the Microsoft Forms, where it would be trying to retrieve to the user like what you wanted to add on. You can go ahead and search under the tool here, and when you had added, it would be giving you up with the description, name, and other things that what are available, and what would be the input when this particular trigger is being called will be defined here. And once you are okay with all these part, you would be you would be designing on what would be the completion state, like when it had run, it has to write something to the user, like when you go and fill in the form, and when you are about to end for it, and if at all it doesn't say nothing, and it just abruptly ends, then what you would feel, it won't be good, right? So that's the thing that what you would be handling in inside the completion here. Like after running, what should be the next step that what it has to take on? Write the response with generative AI, like what all it has to do, and what it has to respond on. When you click on response, then it would be prompting you up with the response. We have collected the data, and we will get back to you. It's simple that what you can give back to the user, and from there they would be happy, right? Like it is an end is something that they would assume, and from that you can also have the customer being interacted. So cool, like that's where this completion part plays a major role on. And for inputs, it's like the input that what you want to pass on inside the form, like when you want to connect some kind of like form id, or when you want to fill in some kind of response, then you would be coming here and you would be filling it. Once you are done with everything, you would be clicking on with the save, and your and your um, response is now connected, and you can go ahead and use that. Now let's come back to the knowledge base, whether it had connected or not. It will take a while for it to get loaded because it has to analyze all the data that what's been there inside the word as well as with the excel, right? So since we had uploaded two different files, it has to analyze both of those and it has to work based on that. Now before before it gets ready, when you go ahead and click on that particular part, whether uh, herbal hair oil is available for shopping. So when you click on type on this part, what it would be doing is like, whenever you wanted to test your agent, you can come to your test your agent and you can type in here, and it would be trying to review those two sources that what you had tried to choose on. So can you see here, like since the herbal oil is being added inside our knowledge base, what it had tried to add on is like, since we are trying to add in the form that what we wanted to add, can you please provide your name and email so I can check your availability and get back to you. So this is something that what it comes from the like I'm just giving it. So when we give details for it, it would be going and checking back to the resources, and it would be retrieving back based on the format that what it wants to add on. Like, you can go ahead and customize what you wanted to add on, but we never coded anything based on the format that it has to get the email and other things, right? Like, it had now once you give the name over here, what it had did is like, as part of the next step, it had tried to retrieve back the details which are being available as part of the knowledge base that what we tried to add on. Like, yes, currently it is in stock. If you want any specific questions, you can ask the agent, or I am here to help is something that what it had tried to build as a topic without us being created over there. Like, um, whenever how does it happen at the back end is like, you are giving in the knowledge base from here, right? So from there, what happens is like, when you go ahead and click on this particular details that what you are instructing for, the description that what you had given and the general instruction that what you tried to choose on, it would be deciding whether your agent has to do some other action or not. Like, when you go ahead and edit this particular instruction, say in case like when you wanted to add on something like some other information, uh, say thank you and exit. So when you are about to change your instruction, then your generative AI capability will be understanding that, and it would be proceeding it based on the next step on how does it want to look on. And when you are refreshing your test your agent, then it works in that way. Like, when you want to split your works based on the instruction, then you would be splitting it based on the three uh, three things over here. Like, the hashtags being added, and then it understands that it's a separate action that what we wanted to do as part of the next step, and from there it proceeds and it does its job. So this is how the autonomous AI agent can be trained. Like you just given the instruction along with the knowledge base, and from there it would be trying to build up the details which are being needed for it, and it would be giving you back with the result based on that format. Now we had tested this particular agent, right? And whenever you wanted to test your agent, what you would be doing here is like you would be coming back to the activity which has been there, and when you click on this activity, then you would get to know what all different kind of action that has been performed with that test, uh, i- with that test that what you had given. Or if you wanted to do the same kind of instruction that what you want to do when you publish it as well, then that's possible too. Like you can add in the activity being enabled at your end, and from there you can check, or these kind of uh, I would say these kind of like logs where it would be helping you up with the details. So from there, once you are done with everything, what it would be what it would be doing as part of the next step is like you can publish it. And whenever you are like publishing an agent, you can connect it with different channels which are available. So whenever it's like let it publish, and publish usually takes about 1 minute or so to get it published. So meanwhile, while it's getting published, so you can now connect it to different bots which are available. Like um, you can now see how the overall session has interacted and what is the satisfaction score that what it had tried to give on. And you can also track it via the chart and the analytics, or add analytics to uh, that particular agent, or you can trace out what kind of uses this particular agent has been used for, what's the most expected thing that's been asked under your agent. So these are the things that what you can track when you go on with the analytics part. And that's totally customizable. Like you can go ahead and customize your own sa- your own analytics model here, and from there you can get the details being added. And when you want to connect something like voice, what you would be adding is like when you go to settings and when you go to voice, then you have an option for optimizing the voice, and you can add in the voice over there. And from there you can get in touch with that and add the voice option being enabled. Or when you want to add on different kind of like features or languages, then you will be uh, clicking on the add languages, and you can add the different kind of languages which are available here. I guess it's almost all languages being available, if I am not wrong. But uh, yeah, as it's been mentioned, certain languages may be missing due to the geolocation restrictions which are available, and you can get in touch with it whether you are referring to this particular particular thing or not. And and apart from that, what you can find is like you can have your application insights, and then view solutions which are there for your um, common data services can be added over there. So you can also add in the security options for your autonomous AI agent with the help of the authentication, or what kind of authentication that what it has to follow on, whether you don't have to have any kind of authentication, or you can have authentication or authenticate manually, something that what you would be deciding. And from there it would get in touch with this model and it would choose. Now that it's about the AI agent, agent details, like you can view the solution that what you had created inside the common data services as well. like how does it look and how does it being created inside the common data services. So those kind of details can be added in over there. And when you want something new to be added, what you would be doing is like you can add in with the help of the agent, or you can add with the help of the collection. And whatever you do here will then be added inside your agent. um, and from there you can go ahead and use that. So these are the different ways that what we can use our agent in the autonomous way. So we are just now left with the 10 minutes of time, and I am now open up for any questions that what you have. And even if you don't have questions at this moment, and if you find something which comes in at later part of your time, I would be happy to help you out at any point of time. So get in touch with me through LinkedIn, and I would be happy to help you out. For now, I'm open up for any questions that what you have.
Thank you, Bhargavi. I don't think we have any questions at the moment. So, yes, folks, feel free to reach out to Bhargavi if you have any questions. I think with this, we can wrap up today's session. Thank you all once again for joining us, and please visit Microsoft Reactor website for more upcoming sessions. Also, we would appreciate your feedback on today's session as it will help us to curate future session. Please scan the QR code and do share your feedback. Today's event ID is 25721. Feel free to use the Learn module link. This will give you access to additional resources to take your learning further. Thank you all once again and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks all for joining, and thank you, Rashmita, for hosting me.